Jai Shri Ram. This is an article I picked up from somewhere containing wonderful quotes which you can use to preface your speech or perhaps your SOP or, as usual, the GRE issue essay quotes. So, well, I've identified some of them which I feel are very good. So Albert Einstein said a few things, fine, he said many things. The next one, Calvin Coolidge, 30th US President. The world is full of educated derelicts. Derelict means one who has been abandoned. A derelict building is abandoned. So who's an educated derelict? That means one who has been abandoned. That means who are a very intelligent person and very capable and truly educated. You see, the word educated has such a great meaning. Simply because somebody has got a lot of degrees, qualifications doesn't make him educated. So there is a difference between being literate and educated. So the world is full of educated derelicts simply means look at the parliament, the legislatures are full of all kinds of people. Maybe 1% of them are truly exceptionally knowledgeable, capable people, capable of true leadership, stewardship, statesmanship. The rest are all clowns and criminals too. So the world is full of educated derelicts means educated people who have been abandoned by society. If you want to create a meritocracy, you should honor the Brahmins in society. Now Brahmin is not a caste. Immediately some people will get angry with me. Brahmins simply mean in any society the brains, the intelligentsia, the intellectual elite, the cognoscenti, the people who love reading and disseminating knowledge. These are the people who should be sitting in the parliament. That's where they have to sit. They have to debate impartially, objectively, so that the right kind of policies are passed and we have a society which encourages meritocracy, not kleptocracy or kakistocracy. Okay, you cannot have a cobbler or a lapidary or a butcher sitting in the parliament, can you? No, they belong elsewhere. So now there is no caste angle here. By the way, caste doesn't exist in Hinduism. So that is one way to look at that sentence. There's another way of looking at it. The world is full of educated derelicts. That means these people have abandoned themselves. They have abandoned their own education and they have become like Bhishmacharyas. When Draupadi was being stripped, even Bhishmacharya kept mum. And he in fact said that dharma is very subtle. I am not able to decide because since you are a slave and perhaps he has a right to do what he is doing with you, stripping. He didn't say all these things. He only said dharma is very subtle. So this is the problem in our society and elsewhere worldwide also. Many people are there who know what is right and what is wrong, but they are just keeping quiet. The silent majority, the spiral of silence. The spiral of silence. People are keeping silent because they don't want to be ostracized. They want to go along with the group. The need for conformity. Well, the next one, Oscar Wilde said something wonderful. The public have an insatiable curiosity to know everything except what is worth knowing. And so many stupid cults are there. 4 billion people are following those desert cults, and if you look at their holy books, you will be shocked. That's the reason why Oscar Wilde said this. The public have an insatiable curiosity to know everything except what is worth knowing. They'll run after celebrities and watch crap and superstitions. So many superstitions are promoted on TV channels. People are busy learning about all those things except what really matters. Right? They don't listen to Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita can truly make you a fully self-actualized human being. Next, Thomas Jefferson, but I think he is a hypocrite, who owned 600 slaves, and he authored the Declaration of Independence where he waxed eloquent on independence, but he himself had 600 slaves and he had sex with one of them or perhaps more of them. He sired many children out of wedlock. Sire itself means producing children out of marriage. This is the third president of America, Thomas Jefferson, a wonderful hypocrite, who said, the will of the people is the only legitimate foundation of any government, and to protect its free expression should be our first object. Well said, wonderfully said. But then coming from a hypocrite. Okay, so the next one, you move to the next page, you will find everybody can be great because anybody can serve. Martin Luther King. I can't forget that quote. Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. That is Loka Sangraham, Bhagavad Gita. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So that's also a wonderful quote of Martin Luther King. He who passively accepts evil is as much involved in it as he who helps to perpetrate it. Okay. Then Voltaire also, please read them. It is hard to free fools from the chains they revere. It is hard to free fools from the chains they revere, which means respect. Virgil, classical Roman poet. Evil is nourished and grows by concealment. That is why we should expose all the filth that is there in the so-called unholy books. Jean-Paul Sartre, he said, I hate victims who respect their executioners. All Hindus must listen to this and think about this. Next, John F. Kennedy. Do not pray for easy lives. Pray to be stronger men. Ask not what the country has done for you. Ask what you can do for the country. So do not pray for easy lives. Pray to be stronger men. John F. Kennedy. Immanuel Kant, a great philosopher. Live your life as though your every act were to become a universal law. Categorical imperative. Absolute moral law. Read it again till the meaning sinks. Live your life as though your every act were to become a universal law. The last one is Mohandas Gandhi. Well, I have serious objections. I don't think he was Mahatma because he was sleeping naked between naked girls and women in order to gain control over his sex drive. There were better, I am sure there are better ways of doing that. And he was taking bath with many naked women again to control his irresistible sex drive. So he called it Brahmacharya experiments. Today if he tries it, well, there will be serious cases against him. And many strange quotations he made, that Hindus should be willing to die if the Muslims kill us, so that a new nation can be born on our deaths, and that will be a glorious thing. Women should quietly get raped and things like that. Strange things. He always preached ahimsa to Hindus but nothing to Muslims. So I have a strange, I do not know how this man can be glorified to such an extent. So anyway, one quote I think I remember. You must be the change you want to see in the world. That's one good thing Gandhiji said. You must be the change you want to see in the world. Well, that is, I think, a wonderful thing he said. Jai Shri Ram.